For some celebrities, it's nothing but love at first sight and date nights in Paris. But for others, it's a goal to squeeze as much success as they can from their partners and use it for their own. Welcome to Beyond the Screen. I'm Nate, and today we'll be breaking down the top 10 controversial celebrity relationships driven by fame. Number 10. The Weeknd and Bella Hadid. In 2016, Bella was on the cover of Glamour magazine, where she announced that she was dating Abel Tesfaye, the artist behind the moniker The Weeknd. And I'm very sorry if I butchered that name. At the time, The Weeknd had just released his popular album Starboy, and while it received critical acclaim upon release, following the announcement of Bella and The Weeknd becoming a couple was the headline of the media news world. Questions began being thrown left and right. Who? What? When? Where? Why are these guys together? Since then, the couple has been going strong and seems to be using their celebrity status to improve each other's careers. Bella has maintained her modeling gig and now acts as a social media influencer, while The Weeknd has only grown in popularity, even being cast to star in a new series on HBO Max called The Idol, chronicling a fictional pop star's attempt to remain relevant and her meeting of a man named Tedros, a nightclub impresario with a sordid past. His role has been well received so far, but the graphic content of the show and The Weeknd's role in it has made fans question the musician's creative aspirations, surely putting the magic of his celebrity coupling to the test. Number 9. Justin and Hailey Bieber. Before becoming husband and wife, Justin and Hailey were slowly building up their careers as a musician and a model respectively. They met while Justin was still dating fellow pop musician and former Disney star Selena Gomez and struck up a secret romance. Now, while Justin and Selena were constantly on and off again, Hailey and Justin became closer and closer with each subsequent split, being friends at first, but eventually becoming an official item in 2018. While they were both fairly famous before becoming official, following their marriage, it's arguable that they have rise to a new level of success and recognition. Justin is becoming one of the most replayed artists around the world, and Hailey has been working hard in the fashion industry, both on the stage and behind the sewing machine. While their relationship may be true love, the fame and recognition that has come with their new celebrity status will certainly be driving this relationship for the foreseeable future. Number 8. Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. This is a couple that has been in the media headlines over and over again in recent years. The former Office actor shifted his focus to the producer and director side of the industry in 2018 with the release of his horror thriller A Quiet Place, considered to be one of the best horror movies from the 2010s. Emily and John were highly successful before they met each other. While John was playing the iconic role of Jim Halpert on The Office, he actually became a fan of Emily from her role in the film The Devil Wears Prada, admitting that he had seen it roughly 70 times on repeat. They were introduced to each other in 2008, around the same time The Office had begun its 5th season, and Emily was set to star in a biopic called The Young Victoria, about Queen Victoria during her youth. The announcement of their engagement came just weeks before the premiere, creating a little bit of extra buzz that they certainly needed, as the film was not well received. Since 2010, the couple have been seen supporting each other at premieres and collaborating together whenever the opportunity arises, which seems like a cute couple thing to do, but is actually just a solid strategy for getting butts into seats. "Oh honey, look, they made a movie together. That's going to be so cute. We have to go see it," said everybody. Number 7. Tom Holland and Zendaya. Tom and Zendaya met in 2016 on the set of the first MCU Spider-Man movie starring Tom Holland's Spider-Man Homecoming. Zendaya was not unfamiliar to fans, as she had starred in a number of successful TV shows and films before stepping into the role of Spider-Man's love interest, Mary Jane Watson. Although her character wasn't necessarily all that present in the first movie, their time on set was spent laughing together and bonding over their mutual interests. It was announced that the on-screen couple were official just before the release of Homecoming's sequel, Spider-Man Far From Home, which fans weren't really excited about, as it was the final film in the 3rd phase of the MCU, despite Avengers Endgame just wrapping up the phase with a tight, tear-drenched bow. Following the announcement, however, ticket sales increased, and Far From Home went on to be one of the highest-grossing films that Marvel has ever produced. Since then, they've appeared one more time together on screen and have used their Marvel fame to secure roles with other major studios in several major projects. For instance, Tom is now under contract with Apple TV to star in multiple films that have so far received incredible praise, and Zendaya has made a name for herself in the role of leading lady as well, with her performance as Rue on the HBO series Euphoria, nabbing her a win for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series at the Emmy Awards, and the co-leading part of Chani in the recently revived Dune series series. This couple seems to be taking their combined fame and using it to fuel a career rocket that's heading straight for the moon. Number 6. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Ben and Jen were a couple way back in the early 2000s, like 100 years ago. They met on the set of a romantic comedy flick called Giggly, released in 2003. While the movie may have flopped, a brief but lasting relationship was made. They went their separate ways in 2003 and maintained a solid friendship over the years, but when they went public back in the day, the media circuit ate them up, creating a small boost in popularity for the couple. In 2021, Lopez ended her engagement to Alex Rodriguez, and, coincidentally, Affleck broke up with his partner, Ana de Armas, and the pair reunited. Of course, things only went up from there. Their names were back in the media mainstream. A re-release of the Justice League starring Affleck as Batman was unleashed onto the world, and Jen was tapped to perform at that year's American Music Awards. There's no denying that apart these two are still famous, but together they're a powerhouse couple with limitless power. Number 5. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce and Jay-Z are considered to be the music industry's most beloved couple, first getting together in 2001, a year after they first met at the MTV Spring Break Festival in Cancun. Their first collaboration as artists was released in 2002 and titled '03 Bonnie and Clyde, and not long after they released their second song Crazy in Love, which landed the couple a Grammy Award the following year. Their hit tracks, coupled with the media attention surrounding their relationship, seems to be one of the main ingredients of their family glue, as Jay-Z was actually the center of a cheating scandal in 2014, leading to the now infamous elevator fight. Despite the scandal and the fists, they stay together and have remained in the media mainstream ever since. Number 4. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. The couple first met as co-stars on That 70s Show, where they played on-again, off-again couple Jackie Burkhart and Michael Kelso. But they didn't become a real-life couple until 15 years later. Before they met, Ashton married fellow actor Demi Moore, and Mila had been dating Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin for nearly 8 years. Why was that not talked about more? What? In 2011, Ashton became the figure of public shame after Demi announced that they would be getting divorced following Ashton cheating on her with another woman. Now, while the mystery woman was never firmly identified, not long after this announcement, Mila Kunis and Ashton were seen attending the Golden Globes together and later confirmed that they had sparked a romantic relationship. In the time of the scandal, Ashton had slowed down in the acting world, but Mila was making movie after movie, starring in flicks like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Ted, and Friends with Benefits, which all went on to be hits. The press coverage on top of the scandal seemed to give Mila a boost in her career, and despite backlash and personal issues within the relationship, the couple are still together for now. Number 3. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. Despite what you may have assumed, these two did not meet on the set of the underappreciated live-action Scooby-Doo movie from 2000. No, instead these two met on the set of a little horror flick called I Know What You Did Last Summer in 1997. The Buffy star and the She's All That leading man were married in 2002 following the release of the Scooby-Doo movie, previously mentioned, where they played Fred and Velma. The announcement of their engagement came only a few short months before the premiere, keeping these two in the media circuit for a majority of the early 2000s. Their careers were steady from 1995 till roughly the mid-2000s, deciding to step back from Hollywood to focus on being the best parents they could be. It's all good though, thanks to their star power and successful projects before their retirement, they were financially set for the foreseeable future. Theirs is a slow game though, as their kids are almost out of the house, which will give them the perfect opportunity to return to the spotlight. Maybe they'll get divorced just for the coverage or something, I guess we'll see. Number 2. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas. Catherine Zeta-Jones met future Ant-Man star Michael Douglas after he had his publicist arrange a date for them. Despite it not going well initially, they agreed to a second date and now have kids and a happy, healthy marriage. While their careers remained steady through the 2000s and early 2010s, it wasn't until 2015 that Michael would return to the mainstream, following his casting announcement as Dr. Hank Pym in the MCU's take on the iconic pint-sized superhero Ant-Man. He began releasing promotional videos with co-star Paul Rudd, and the buzz surrounding the flick became stronger and stronger. Following the successful release of the film, Michael began doing more press and interviews in which he got more in-depth on his relationship to Catherine. Catherine had remained fairly aloof in the acting world as she had been undergoing cancer treatments till roughly 2012. Following Michael's career resurgence, she decided it was the right time to capitalize and get herself back into the acting world. Her husband's success drove her to take roles in several projects, both good and bad. Morticia in the new Wednesday series, Great! The National Treasure TV series on Disney+. Burn it! Her career appears to be on the rise again. With the recent release of a third Ant-Man movie though, the couple are in for a fruitful future. And at number 1, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. It was love at first sight for Ellen and Portia after meeting backstage at a concert in 2001. At the time, de Rossi was not publicly out of the closet, and Ellen had no idea how to go about the situation. It took 3 years for Portia and Ellen to finally admit their feelings towards each other, and from there, things moved pretty quickly. The moment gay marriage was legalized in the States in 2008, the couple were married and are still going strong to this day. Now, while Ellen may have been famous at the time with both her sitcom and celebrity talk show, Portia hadn't really hit the mainstream yet, until she was casted to play Lindsay Bluth in the much-loved Netflix series Arrested Development. The show first premiered in 2003 and was not immediately receptive to audiences. Despite the stellar cast, which included Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and a young Michael Cera, the writing just really didn't hit home with fans. However, following the public announcement of her relationship to Ellen, the show picked up in viewer numbers. No doubt Ellen's fans curious to see what her new boo did for work. Arrested went on to have 5 seasons, however 2 of those seasons took place in 2013 and 2018, with the latter not even including Portia's character apart from a few green screen insertions. This, combined with the cancellation of Ellen's show, is a case of a celebrity couple driven straight into a ditch. And those are the celebrity relationships clearly driven by fame. What couples did we miss? Let us know in the comments below. If you guys stuck around to the end of this video, thank you very much. It means a lot to us here at the channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed our content and you want to see more, and we hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you again soon.